An ancient rock wall stands in front of you. Images of God, goddesses, and other divine beings are carved on it. They guard the visitor and the passenger who passes through the airport. This installation is called Sacred Cliff. Look at the surface of the cliff wall. Grey stone, undulating surfaces, boulders. What's so special about it, are you thinking? Well, it's almost impossible to figure out that the wall is not of stone at all, but made of fiberglass. The wall has been created by Pundalik Shetty. Shetty trained as a plastics engineer and worked with switchgears in a multinational company for many years before he turned to the creative field. Before we go into details on how this cliff was created, let's take a closer look at the carvings, which are actually as old as, or even older than, they look. The oldest of the 32 sculptures, which were once in caves and temples in Maharashtra, belongs to the 11th century. Look at the pair of largish figures towards the center of the wall. Both have one arm raised. Do you see them? There is another one a little to the right below these figures, plump but powerful. One toe resting on the head of a coiled cobra. These are Dwarpals, or guardians of the gate of sanctuaries devoted to god Shiva. Their pose emulates that of Shiva in his dance of destruction. Do you see the Dwarpal's fangs, his necklace of skulls, flamboyant crown and jewelry? All these mark him as a member of Shiva's demonic entourage. The details indicate that the figures belong to Kerala and date back to the 14th or 15th century. Along the sacred cliff, can you see the cobra head? Look to the top right. Did you spot the idol seated on a pedestal mounted on the cobra and shielded by its 5 hoods? This represents Naga, the snake god. It would most likely be found on a riverfront or a sacred grove and was worshipped by people who would seek his blessings for protection from snake bites. This sculpture is also originally from Kerala. The wall consists of 13 pieces of fiber-reinforced plastic. The coats of paint match the color of the heavy stone statues that were fitted into it. This is a part of the India's Silent Sentinels theme at the Jai Hind Museum. To know more about the airport and its art program and the various themes around which it has been created, please press 101 and 102 respectively on our app. As you move on, ponder over this installation. It is indeed an engineering feat. Metal frameworks were built into the wall to ensure it held the weight of the stone idols that rested on them. The idols were lifted and placed with chain pulleys, and then finishing touches were given around the joints at the site. It looks now as if an entire ancient cliff was magically lifted and flown into this airport, doesn't it?